Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, second year. How are you? I hope you will be fine. Today we will start our chapter number 20, Reproduction, and this is lecture number 1. After the completion of this lecture, you will be able to describe the structure of male reproductive system. You will be able to identify their functions and the principal reproductive hormones of human male. Now, what is reproduction? The ability of organism to produce new offsprings of its own type is called reproduction. It is unique characteristics of life as it is not essential for the survival of the individual, unlike other characteristics of life, however, required for the survival of the species. Without reproduction, species will cease to exist if all the members of present generation have died. Reproductive system of human. Fertilization, internal. It does not become functional until it is turned on at puberty by the action of sex hormones. In contrast, all other body systems are functional at birth or shortly thereafter. The other organ systems of the body exhibit slight differences in male and female, while the reproductive system is quite different in male and female. Here is the reproductive system. Male reproductive system. The main function of male reproductive system is to produce and maintain sperms. The parts included in this system are the gonads or the testes. Here we have the testis. Accessory ducts. Epididymis, which is present around this epididymis. Then ductus deferens. Here we have the ductus deferens. ठीक है, ductus deferens, and then the ejaculatory duct and urethra. Ejaculatory duct and urethra. Accessory glands, seminal vesicle and prostate gland, bulbourethral gland, and copulatory organ or penis. Testes. These are within a skin pouch called scrotum. Each testis is divided into 250 to 300 lobules. These are the lobules. Each lobule contains 1 to 4 tightly coiled seminiferous tubule. This is seminiferous tubule, and these all are the lobules. Rete testis, epididymis, and ductus deferens. Once spermatozoa are produced, they move through the seminiferous tubule and enter a tubular network called the rete testis for further maturation. These are produced here, then they enter the rete testis, and the spermatozoa are transported out of the testes by a series of efferent ducts. And then the epididymis is the coiled on the outer surface of the testes. It transports and stores sperms. Epididymis. Open into ductus deferens. This is ductus deferens, which joins with duct of seminal vesicle. This is seminal vesicle, and this is the duct of seminal vesicle to form ejaculatory duct. Each ejaculatory duct enters the prostate gland, where it empties in urethra. Copulatory organ and glands. Here is another view of male reproductive system. Penis consists of tissues richly supplied with blood, a pair of seminal vesicles, 1 and 2, prostate gland, a pair of bulbourethral gland, and this is a good view of male reproductive system with the reference of drawing of your this figure. Here we have a table for structures and function of the different parts of the male reproductive system. Testes, produces sperms and testosterone. Epididymis matures and stores sperms. Sperm duct carries sperm from the epididymis to the urethra. Seminal vesicle and Copper's gland and prostate gland produces seminal fluid which feeds the sperm and allows them to swim. Sperms and seminal fluid are collectively called semen. Urethra allows the passage of entire urine or sperm. Penis places sperms inside the body of female. Scrotum keeps testes at a lower temperature, 35 degree. This is the optimum temperature for meiosis to occur. Now the spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis is the process by which haploid spermatozoa develop from germ cells in the seminiferous tubules of the testes. Spermatogenesis. First of all, we have the 2N primary spermatocyte. Separation of homologous chromosomes takes place in meiosis 1, and then we have two cells with N number of or the haploid number of chromosomes. These are known as the secondary spermatocytes. Then the separation of sister chromatids takes place, which is known as meiosis 2 or the ordinary mitosis. Then each divide into 2. So after this division, we have 4 haploid nuclei or the cells, and these are known as spermatids. Then each convert into sperm. Here is the hormonal control or the cycle of hormones of male reproductive system, and you have done this with Ma'am Sadia in your chapter of chemical coordination. You have done very well in detail of different hormonal activities. The process of spermatogenesis is controlled by hormonal secretions from hypothalamus and pituitary gland. Hypothalamus releases gonadotropin releasing hormone GnRH, which controls the release of the anterior pituitary gonadotropin's follicle stimulating hormone FSH and luteinizing hormone LH. FSH stimulates spermatogenesis by stimulating the Sertoli cells to complete the development of sperms from spermatids. The Sertoli cells are elongated cells found in the seminiferous tubules of the testes, and they nourish the spermatids. LH stimulates Leydig cells to release testosterone. Testosterone causes the growth and development of the germinal epithelium to form sperms. Inhibin hormone is produced by the Sertoli cells and serves to control the spermatogenesis at normal rate. Here is another good view of hormonal feedback and hormonal control in the male reproductive system with description, and steps are numbered by this in this figure. Number 1, releasing hormones stimulate the anterior pituitary. Then the LH releases from anterior pituitary. Then FSH releases from anterior pituitary. LH stimulates the interstitial cells to produce testosterone, and FSH stimulates the seminiferous tubules to produce sperms. Testosterone inhibits LH and FSH production in the anterior pituitary. Here you can see the hypothalamus, first step, then 2A and 2B, then 3A and 3B, and this is the fourth one, feedback. Okay? All this is about the hormonal activity in male reproductive system. Here we have a video about the human reproductive system.
Reproduction can be defined as the production of one or more offspring by an existing organism. This capacity has enabled the origin and propagation of various forms of...
Sorry girls for inconvenience. We will start again.
Reproduction can be defined as the production of one or more offsprings by an existing organism. This capacity has enabled the origin and propagation of various forms of life on Earth. Reproduction involving two distinct sexes is the characteristic feature of all forms of life and has played a prominent role in the origin of species and diversity of life by bringing together many characters, giving rise to entirely new organisms. The primary function of sex is to contribute gametes, and the primary sex characters are the gonads, testes in male, and ovaries in females. Fertilization is internal, and the fetus develops inside the uterus of the mother viviparous. Female reproduction system is extremely modified to enable internal fertilization and maintenance of pregnancy. Sperm's formation continues even in old men, but formation of ovaries ceases in volume around the age of 50 years. 3.1. The male reproductive system. The male reproductive system is located in the pelvis region. It includes a pair of testes along with accessory duct glands and the external genitalia. It consists of a pair of testes lodged in an integumentary pouch, the scrotum. Initially, they are abdominal. However, as the development proceeds, they descend down into the scrotum. It has been proved that this adaptation enables regulation of internal temperature of the testes higher than body temperature, which is essential for their normal functioning. In adults, each test is oval in shape, with a length of about 4 to 5 centimeter and a width about 2 to 3 centimeter. The testis is covered by a dense covering. Each testis has about 250 compartments called testicular lobules. Each lobule contains one to highly somniferous tubules in which sperms are produced. Many such seminiferous tubules after exit began from a complex network of tubular system known as retitesti. Small ducts from retitestes again unite to form a large convoluted duct called as epididymis, in which sperms are stored. Epididymis continues into vas deferens, which carry sperms away from the testes. Vas deferens, after curving back over lower abdominal area, enlarge to form ampulla, in which opens a coiled tube with circulated walls. This is the seminal vesicle. It is supposed to perform nutritive function by providing fructose and other nutrients to maintain vitality of sperms. By the union of seminal vesicular ducts and vas deferens, a short canal is formed. It is called as ejaculatory duct, which further unites with the ureter to form a common passage, the urethra, which opens to outside of the body through the penis. Seminiferous tubule is lined on its inside by two types of cells called male germ cells undergo meiotic division, finally leading to sperm formation. Sertoli cells provide nutrition to the germ cells. Outside of seminiferous tubules, called interstitial spaces, contain small blood vessels and interstitial cells or Leydig cells. Leydig cells synthesize and secrete testicular hormones called androgens. Other immunologically competent cells are also present. Two glands, prostate and bulborethal Cowper's glands, open into the urethra. They produce mucus that lubricates the urethra to facilitate the ejaculation of sperms during copulation. Secretions of these glands constitute the seminal plasma, which is rich in fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes. External genital